I just want to take some time to go over with you the course space and how to successfully navigate this course space. When you get to your course, which is HLT 115, 22W, Personal Community Health, you're going to see this is your home page. There's a little bit about this section that will appear here in the left-hand column. Any course announcements that I want to make will be here, visible here in the middle column. If you want to get your course syllable, which I strongly suggest, you're going to click here, bring it up into a PDF file. You can ask the librarian any specific questions here, and it gives you the hours of the library. And over here is the e-learning orientation area. And if you've never taken a course, an online course in e-learning before, I strongly suggest that you do this and also contact the Site Lab. Over here, you're going to find the arrows that are going to hide and show your taskbar. And so you click them, you can find the course, the calendar, your lessons, communicate if there's an email message from me or any other student here, e-resources. So you're going to find that in that taskbar. I want to go over where you're going to find all of your course information. So this will be your calendar, and I will post the major things in the calendar. So any quizzes that are due, your midterm papers, your midterm exams, your final papers, your final exams will be listed in the calendar. This is where you're going to find weekly lessons under the lesson tab. This is where you're going to communicate with me, where you can do emails. And again, you're going to go into the inbox here, and you can compose a message by clicking here. You can attach things, files, the same way that you would in a regular email. I really want you to communicate with me through this email tool. Anything else, you risk having it get lost or mixed up with a bunch of other emails. So this is the way that you can be effective in making sure that I read your message. Let's go back to the Lessons tab, and the first one you're going to see is Getting Started. I strongly suggest, actually you need to read this, go into this folder, because if you don't, you're going to be lost. And this icon you're going to see throughout the course is a README file. So I want you to go in here and read the information that's in that file. Make sure you understand and read it and understand it. This icon I'm going to use for a discussion board folder. You will find discussion board questions. In this particular folder, you're going to see a PowerPoint on the discussion questions and also some verbal instructions. So here, this is the icon I'm going to use for giving you verbal instructions about how to answer your discussion board questions. Again, make sure that you go through that and understand discussion questions. There's some also links here for you to go through for distance learning, how to use etiquette when you're doing online answering and responding to other students, how to access the library, and how to write papers and reports. So that's your first folder. And we're going to go back to the weekly folder. Here, check your grades. You can go in here at any time and check to make sure your assignments have been graded. If you find a discrepancy, make sure that you contact me. This folder is all the web links that you will use and many others during the semester. Everything that you need for the week will be listed in your weekly folder, but it will also be here in your web links folder along with, again, some additional information. You have some project plan forms. These are just forms that you can use if you'd like to organize your research for your two papers, your community program paper and also your food paper. I've posted two general discussion question forms, and you can see that they're a little bit, the icon is different because these are just general questions. Again, general questions about the course, some advice if you don't see a Dropbox or a discussion board forum, make sure that you ask a question. And these are the questions about your midterm and final exams and projects. Let's go back up here to your weekly folders. And for this particular review, I just opened up 3 weeks so that I can access everything I need to access. So this is week 1, and you're going to see week 1 instructions. Again, here's the little icon. Make sure you read this. This is your audio instructions. Again, there's the little icon with the person speaking. All of your PowerPoints will be in a folder with a PowerPoint icon. And so if you go in here, you're going to see all of the PowerPoints for week 1. Any of your web links will be under a web link folder, and this is the icon of your web links folder. And here is your discussion folder. And this, for week 1, there's actually 3 discussion questions, and 2 of them are graded and 1 are not. 1 isn't, and so you have an introduce yourself folder, discussion board, and then the discussion board forms that will be graded have this icon here with these little computers that are connected, little mouths opening and closing. So that those are the ones that you need to pay attention to. All right, week 2. If you go into week 2, we have a little bit different information. Again, you have the read file and listen to me instructions. Chapter 2, these are the outlines, the PowerPoint outlines for Chapter 2, and these are the PowerPoint for Chapter 3, because in week 2 we will be covering 2 chapters. What's new in this folder is that you have a written assignment, and your written assignment will be in a folder that has a little piece of dog-eared paper here. It says written assignment. If there's anything that I need for you to read or to do, this happens to be a survey, I will try to put it into formats, a Word format and a PDF format for those of you who don't have Word. If you have Word, all you need to do is to save the file on your computer, type in the answers to the questions, save it, and then you can attach it to me in the Dropbox, just like you would an email. And this is the icon for your Dropbox, so anytime you see this icon, that means that you have a paper that's due that you have to put into that Dropbox. Also on week 2, there's a little YouTube video here, and you'll see that whenever I've used YouTube. And then again, here's your discussion forums. Week 3, again, there's a little bit different, something different in here. You have your README file, your listen file, your 2 PowerPoints, webs, discussion board, written assignment, and in week 3 you have a quiz. And this is what your quiz will look like. This will be the icon that I will use for the quiz, and I will tell you what chapters they are. Different kind of folder you'll see will be at midterm and during the final. You'll have your community program paper and your midterm exam. And so when you open this file, you have a study guide and instructions. This is the icon I will use for your study guide and instructions. You'll have some verbal instructions from me on what to study and some information on the exam. This is the icon for your exam, same as your quiz, and then you have the Dropbox for your community program paper. In week 11, last week, I'm going to give you a course summary discussion, and you can just go in here and answer the survey, and we're going to have a discussion here, okay? If you have any other questions about how to navigate this course space, you can, again, send me an email in the communicate box, which is the easiest way to get in touch with me. I will make sure that I answer within 72 hours, usually answer within 12 to 24 hours. So if you have any other questions about this course space, make sure you get back to me as soon as possible. Thank you.